Guys, so let's talk a little bit about hip flexors. Hip flexors are chronically tight and a big part of the population. Oftentimes it's because we sit a lot, but oftentimes it's because our hip flexors are just weak, right? Like when we've got a weak muscle, your body goes into protect mode and it shortens the muscle. It says, if I got a tight muscle, you're gonna be protected, you're going to be safe. So more often than not, when you have tight hip flexors, it equates to weakness. And so this is something that we're going to work through with this exercise and test today. We're going to be looking at hip flexor endurance. We always want to compare side to side, right? This is a pretty simple test, but all we're going to be doing is you want to sit in this long seated position right here. You can bring this knee up for a little bit of stability, but you're wanting those hips to be around 90 degrees. The further you go back, the easier this gets. You want it to be hard. So if I'm in this position right here, my toes pointed straight towards the ceiling, want those quads to be flexed nice and hard, you're gonna bring that foot up as high as you can and set a timer. See how long you can keep that foot up in the air, solid foot plus, and then compare it to the other side. If you are not able to hold it up for a very long time, or there's a significant asymmetry between your left and your right legs, we want to close the gap. A primary indicator for future injury is that of extreme asymmetry. So if there is a huge difference side to side, definitely work to close that gap. Next logical question, how do you do that? Well, there's a common saying that the test becomes the exercise, right? So you could start by doing a couple sets of 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, wherever you are. Say you could hold that leg kick out for 45 seconds or so. Do a couple sets of 45 seconds, work the strength. You can also put up a kettlebell or something a little bit higher. Get that straight, up, out, over. So you're getting this terminal hip extension, over, up, out, over, up, out, over. All right, so you're getting this terminal hip flexion, I should say, and you're working it into the end range. You're working strengthening. We're closing that gap. Hip flexor strength is wildly important, especially for good hip health, for low back health, also for good knee health. And so give this a try, test yourself, see where you stand, and if you need to do anything about it.